Hi everyone, I am Vinod Ignatius. Today, I am not here to speak about religion, not to promote any religion, but as a mentor, moreover passionate for youngsters. I was having a strong feeling to introduce you about a young boy who lived 16 years in this world and died in his passion, his God, Carlo Acutis, Saint Carlo Acutis. In his short life, oriented to that encounter with his God, was like a light not only to shine on the path of those who knew him, but also of those who will come to know his story. Who is he? Carlo Acutis was born in London on 3rd May to a wealthy Italian family. His parents, Andrea Acutis and Antonio Salzano, worked in London and Germany, settling in Milan not long after their son's birth in September 1991. He became a frequent communion in the church after the reception of his first communion at the age of 7 and made the effort either before or after Mass to reflect in front of the tabernacle. Those around him knew he had a passion for computers. He spent his school education in Milan and his high school studies were under the Jesuits at the Instituto Leone XIII. He also had model as his guides for life, Saint Francis of Assisi. Acutis was worried about those friends of his whose parents were divorcing, and so he could invite those friends to his home to support them. He loved traveling but loved to visit Assisi more than any other places. He contracted leukemia and offered his pain for both Pope and for the Universal Church, in which he said,
I offer all the suffering I will have to suffer for the Lord, for the Pope, and the Church.
He had asked his parents to take him on pilgrimages to the sites of all the non-Eucharistic miracles in the world, but his worsening health prevented this from happening. Being passionate about computers, Acutis to make a website dedicated to careful cataloging of each reported miracle, and he did this in 2005. He had cataloged each case since he was 11. He also liked film and comic editing. It was on the website that he said,
The more Eucharist we receive, the more we will become like Jesus, so that on this earth we will have a foretaste of heaven.
The doctors treating him asked him if he was suffering much pain, and he responded that
There are people who suffer much more than me.
he died on 12th October 2006 at 6:45 a.m. from M3 fulminant leukemia, and he was buried in Assisi in accordance with his wishes. Beatification. A call for him to be beatified began not long after Acutis' death. The campaign gained momentum in 2013 after he was named a servant of God, the first stage on the path towards sainthood in Catholic Church. The Lombard Episcopal Conference approved a petition for the canonization cause to be introduced at the meeting in 2013. The opening of the diocesan investigation was held on 15th February 2013. The formal introduction to the cause came on 13th May 2013, and he became titled as a servant of God. Pope Francis confirmed his life of heroic virtue on 5th July 2018 and named him as venerable. On 14th November 2019, the Medical Council of the Congregation for Saints causes expressed a positive opinion about a miracle in Brazil, attributed to Acutis' intercession. The miracle. Luciana Viana had taken her son Mateus, who was born with a pancreatic defect that made eating difficult, to a prayer service. Beforehand, Viana had already prayed a novena asking for Acutis' intercession. While during the service, her son simply asked that he would not throw up so much. Immediately following the service, Mateus informed his mother of the healing, and asked for solid food when he came home, as he had been on an all-liquid diet. After investigation, Pope Francis confirmed the miracle's authenticity in a decree on 21st February 2020, enabling Acutis' beatification. Within a month of the decree, Italy experienced its first wave of COVID-19 cases, which caused the beatification ceremony to be postponed while the country was on lockdown. It was rescheduled for 10th October 2020 and was held at the Basilica of Saint Francis of Assisi in Assisi, Italy. He was so passionate about his God, and he always said,
Our goal must be the infinite and not the finite. The infinity is our homeland. We are always expected in heaven.
He always motivates young people by saying,
All people are born as originals, but many die as photocopies. That our compass must be the Word of God that we have to measure up to constantly. But to reach such a lofty goal, very special measures are necessary, sacraments and prayer.
and he always believed.
The sacrament of the Eucharist is my highway to heaven.